Hello friends, and happy Friday. I remembered what day it was. Happy Friday, friends. If you are watching this, I would love if you would heart the video, share it with somebody that you love, and let me know where you are watching from. My name is Cynthia. I'm the owner of the Old Rusty Shed, and today we're going to do a fun craft with this printable that I will have on my website, so you guys can download it and use it as well. So when you come on in, say hello, let me know that you're there, and let's go ahead and get started. If you want the kit that we're doing today, just comment that you would like the link to the kit, but it is in the description once the video is done. This video hopefully will be uploaded to YouTube as long as Facebook is allowing me to do that. And if you want to know any of the colors that I use or any of the tools that I use, just let me know during the live and I can definitely help you guys. So let me go ahead and get this pulled up. Yay, I'm live. All right, there we go. Let me move that. I hope you all are having a wonderful week. I'm going to open my water over here in case it drips a little bit because I don't want it dripping on my paper. There we go. I hope everyone's having a good week. Say hello when you come on. I forgot my paper. Here it is. Try to keep my desk clean. I try. So our pallet boards are 10 inches by 4 inches. I do know that. And I think our bunny, this is our floppy ear bunny. It's a simple kit and doesn't come with a lot of pieces. So if you like more print style or you like kits that are a lot easier to put together, this one definitely is. The bunny is, let me look. I just measured it, but I can't remember. The bunny is about 7 inches from the top of the ear to the bottom, a little over 7 inches. So he's a pretty good size, but he's very prim, just pretty simple. He has cheeks and a nose, and that's it. So the rest of the stuff that you do to it can be however you want to do it, whatever your crafting style is. Let me put my little bag away. There we go. And I'm going to be using this paper on 2 parts of this project. So the brown I'm going to be using on the bunny, and then the green I'm going to be using on the pallet board. And I don't know if I'm going to use it on, I think I'm just going to use it on the little pieces and paint the pallet board is what I'm thinking. So, but for now, I'm going to put these to the side. Let me make sure this is going. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Nope. Here we go. Okay. So whenever you are using paper, I always paint these. This is rice paper. If you want a link for it, I get it off of Amazon. I think it's around $14 or $12 for 30 sheets, I think. But I always paint, or I always print on the rough side. I like it better that way, and my ink tends to print better on the rough side. So, all right, let's paint this. Of course, I did not get clean water today, but that's okay. We're just going to use the water from yesterday. Normally, you guys know I paint with sponges, but today I'm just going to use paintbrush. Just like that. Well, hi, Miss Veronica. How are you, my friend? Hello, hello. Hello, hello. I'm using scrapbook paper today. Well, paper that I printed. I made it and I printed it. So, let's see. I'm going to do white on here. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Oh, I wanted the different white. Hold on. Oh, please. This is the Waverly Ivory. Hi, Miss Susie. How are you? All right. I was going to come live earlier today, but we were busy, and then we went out to dinner. Oops, dinner, and I said, oh, I'll just come live when I get home. I don't work tomorrow, so hey, all is well. So even if I get a little loopy later, it's okay. Everything is fine. So like I said, I'm just going to paint this white because your paper looks better and brighter when you paint behind it. And because my papers are a light color, the white goes best with it. So I am doing well. Tomorrow we are going to, it's about 45 minutes away. It's called, I can't remember what it's called, but basically it's a thrift store, but it's ran by, I believe, the Mennonites or Amish. I have not been there in a long time because I want to get some more things to do for my whatnot sales. I won't say antiques, but just like old-timey stuff. And their prices are way better than Goodwill, even though it's like 45 minutes away. But I have to get there early. So we got to get up early tomorrow. Like, well, I get up early every day, but early and out of the house by like 8 a.m. because they close at like 1 o'clock. So you're doing good. Just always working hard. Oh, yeah. I hear you, girl. I hear you. I hear you. I probably still should have grabbed a sponge to do this, but it's okay. I'm glad I got to see you. I know with the earlier shifts, the other shows, earlier shows, oh gosh, I don't always get to see you, Miss Veronica. You were going to message me earlier to ask for prayers for my friend. Oh, goodness. You can always message me, Susie. Always, always. Oh, no. How did she do? I'm going to ask you guys to pray for my neighbor. She, it's one of my favorite places. And then we'll probably grab, you know, food or something, but it's over in Elkhart, Indiana. So it's like 45 minutes. It's almost to Shipshewana, and I really want to go to Shipshewana because I love their fabric shop, but I'm not going to. I'm going to come home. I have a budget, and I'm sticking to it. But they have a lot of neat things like these. I'll show you guys. So some of these are going to be in my whatnot sale, but they're vintage, and I love to like just sit them around, but they're so neat. And these are like 25 cents. So I am doing whatnot again, yes. And I will probably do whatnot at least once or twice a month because I have to get rid of all this stuff I make. And when I let it sit on Etsy, it just, it doesn't sell on there. Etsy likes repeats, multiples of things, so it just does not sell. So yes, April 10th, I'm doing a whatnot sale, and it's at 7 p.m. Eastern. And I believe that's a Thursday because our anniversary is that Wednesday. No need to be sorry, Veronica. It's just how life goes, right? Oh, I'm glad he's in stable condition. Yes, if you guys will pray for my neighbor Liz. She had heart surgery. I think she had what my grandma had, you know, where they, maybe it was open heart surgery too, but I was thinking it was a bypass. Anyways, I don't want to say all her medical stuff on here, but she was not doing well, and I think she's back and kind of doing okay, and I don't really know. I'm just going off of like posts on Facebook. So if y'all could lift her up in prayer. Her name is Liz, and she's our neighbor, and I know she wants to get home back to her puppy and her kitty. So, and she had that done, I'm thinking it was sometime in February. I'm telling you, the older I get, the more my days just kind of go crazy, but she had some medical things. Yes, prayers always, and I will keep your friend in prayer. Yes, I'm going to be doing a whatnot sale at least once a month, Veronica, but maybe twice for spring stuff and anything else that I make on there. So I've learned quite a bit. Y'all, this brush, look at, I'm going to have to dig in there. I've learned quite a bit. I've learned now with Whatnot, you can put a cap on shipping, meaning what they charge you guys. And so I put a cap, I think it's like $9.81. So no matter what you buy, it won't charge you more than that. It still charges you per transaction. So sometimes that will trigger the bank. Somebody said it depends on the bank. Somebody else said that you can call your bank and say, hey, you know, but again, mine didn't do it, but I've never bought like multiple things from people. So that might be why. But yes, to answer your question, yes. Doing Whatnot again. And like I said, I can't keep everything. I want to, but I can't. Alright, so I just painted this little guy. He's probably going to need a second coat. We are covering him with paper, so... and then this is the printable that we're using. So I'm going to use the brown for the bunny. And I think I'm going to use the green for, I think that's what I had decided. Brown for the bunny and green for the wood, if I remember correctly. I had a whole conversation before I came live with myself. I was going to do blue, kind of like, you know, those blue pretty dishes, but I couldn't find anything I liked in blue. So I was like, forget it. Okay, so there's our bunny. I'm going to let our bunny sit. And then I'm going to do the bunny's cheeks white, because I'm going to be doing a lot of, am I doing it white? Hold on. I know I'm doing these white because these are going to have paper on it. So I'm going to paint the palette, but I'm putting the paper on these two cute things. The little board that goes across them. Lord, my brain was like, what are you talking about? Yep, and guys, once you get on Whatnot, I think you guys can even, I shouldn't say that, but I think even if you're not a seller, if you're a buyer, you can refer people. And Whatnot gives you $5 once somebody, so if I refer you to Whatnot and then you make a purchase, then it gives me $5. I bought things off of Whatnot where I didn't even pay for it. All I paid for was shipping because of that. So you love my mannerisms? I'm telling you, 52 years in the making, right? 52 years, yay. All right, let me go ahead and do this. And I'm only painting these white because I'm going to be using the green part of this paper. I think I might paint this white as well. I'm making chuckle. Good. I make myself chuckle sometimes too, let me tell you. Goodness gracious. Okay, there's those. So this guy, I was going to paint my dark brown. That's what I was gonna do, not white. I gotta keep myself straight over here, y'all. I gotta keep myself straight. Look at me too with my nice shirt on. This is one of my good shirts. This is what we wore to dinner. Look at me over here painting in this. Who wants to take bids and I'm gonna end up with paint? I can't even change because this, oh, there's Miss Shelby. You guys see Miss Shelby? Maggie's in here too, but she's asleep. You guys see Miss Shelby right there? Shell. Do y'all use your little voices when you talk to your animals? Shelby. Hi, Shelby girl. She's like, yes, can I help you? Who are you talking to? Anyways, you guys can take bets on how much paint I'm going to get on here. This is one of my favorite shirts, too. over here. I was gonna say I could change, but my closet's right there and y'all would see some stuff and you have to pay extra for that. Sorry. You love Amish? Yeah, it's their store that they use for their charities, and I think it's like Mennonites. Well, I'm sure it is. And I love it. And I need some new you know what, Veronica, we sure probably would have been. If I ever come to St. Louis, we might get into trouble. Your baby. I've heard Veronica's too. She with her puppy. Well, Gabriel. I don't know if he's a puppy. He's a big doggy. He's a cutie. But I've heard that too. I think we all do it. John does it too, and it's kind of funny because he doesn't talk that way to anybody else. But he's always like, "Shell, come here, pretty girl." She's like, "Meow." Because Shelby doesn't meow. She does like it almost reminds me of like elk that make like a bugling noise because she's like, "Meow." And Maggie's like, "Meow." I always say Maggie's like a Southern woman. She's like, "Get me food now, please." She's looking at me like, who are you talking to? Oh, Shelby's not back there no more. Oh, she's next. She's looking at Maggie like, do you know who that woman's talking to? I tried to get them both to go out before I started because I was like, well, they might want out there, but they're going to have to wait now. Shelby won't pitch a fit. She'll just sit here. But Maggie, when Maggie wants out, she will. Yes, I've heard you, Miss Veronica. Well, hi, Jay. You sound like Simba from The Lion King. Simba's the baby, right? It's been so long since I've seen The Lion King. Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful day. Simba was the baby, right? Oh, yeah, because Mufasa was his dad. I used to watch all those old Disney movies. My favorite Disney movie is still Just Keep Swimming, Swimming, Swimming. Finding Nemo. Where did you all be away? Gabriel's 4. Oh, yeah. He's a cutie. Oh, I did. Hey. I don't know how to do that. Hakuna Matata, what a wonderful day. I don't know a lot of words from that one, but I do. Well, look at me getting paint. Look at me getting paint all over my desk. This paper sure didn't help, y'all. And I said it. I'm over here painting in my good shirt. Oh my goodness, y'all. I don't know what I'm going to do with me. Susie, yours will be 7 on Sunday. Her name is Duchess. Oh, does she? Is she a Duchess? Is she very hoity-toity? Yes, he's a lot of puppy dog, but he's adorable. Jay says she watched them over and yes. You know what movie Disney I could never watch? I only did once, and that was Fox and the Hound. As an adult, I watched it once with my grandma, and I said, don't you ever put that movie on again. It was awful. And I'm used to Disney movies being, you know, I call them old school Disney. Like, you know, before everything got crazy. But Fox and the Hound, nope. And I'm used to Disney characters like dying, you know, Bambi, first 5 minutes his mom gets shot. I mean, I'm used to all that, but Fox and the Hound, too sad. Too sad. You are welcome, Jay. I will, if you tell me when you go live, I'll come over there because, you know, as long as I'm not busy, which I'm not busy if I'm, you know, but it helps the algorithm when people comment on your lives. Faux show. She's bougie. Yeah, my husband's bougie. Oh, Shelby, you can't get out right now. You're going to have to wait. I figured she'd stay. Maggie's looking at her like, what are you doing? Oh, Fox and the Hound? Yeah. It's awful. It is so awful. Just like, who wrote this book? But my favorite Disney movie is Finding Nemo. Hi, my name is Bruce. Hi, Bruce. He touched the butt. You made me ink. I gotta let the kitty out. Hold on. Okay, you want out, Shell Shell? All right, here you go. Go. Shelby. Okay. Her and Maggie left. When I was going through my root canal stage where I was getting all kinds of root canals, the dentist that I had, his office looked like a movie theater. He had an old popcorn tin in there, old movie stuff. And when you got your root canal, you put on like VR glasses and you got to watch a movie. And he said I was the only adult that chose to watch Finding Nemo. She's a French bulldog. Oh, oui, oui, monsieur. Y'all, I took French for 2 years in high school, and all I know how to say is double V, which is the letter W, and au revoir, and I know how to count to 3. Un, deux, trois. That's it. Everything else you hear me say in French is literally just made up. So don't go repeating that if you go to France. You know what's funny? I have no comments on my phone, but only on my computer. Facebook is so wonky. I need to give Mr. Zuckerberg a call and tell him he needs to fix it. I'll get on that tomorrow, ladies. Susie, you're Canadian? Canadian? You're my Canadian friend? I have a couple of friends on Facebook that are Canadian. Well, hi, Miss Dina. Dina, get on here on your business page, girl. Dina has a Etsy shop of beautiful SVG files. Veronica, the scene in Dumbo. Oh, yes. I forgot about Dumbo. I forgot about that. I'm telling you, I don't know why Disney does that. I don't know why. Okay, so I painted this brown. We're going to let it just sit and finish doing its thing, drying. And then I have the nose, which we're going to paint pink. As soon as I find my pink paint, because y'all know I forgot. And then these are the bunny's little chickies. Probably would make more sense if I held them up to the bunny, because clearly they don't fit my face. My face. You have dual citizenship. My brother-in-law, John's brother, he lives in England, and he has dual citizenship. I have single citizenship, just here. I've actually never been to Canada, but it is on my list. But I want to go to the Canada. I want to go see the Canada on the side where they make all the movies, which is like above Washington State. I don't know. Is that Columbia? No, Victoria? I don't know. Whatever that is. That's what I want to go see. Although I'm sure it's pretty over, you know, the east side. It's closer. But I've seen the forests and, you know, all that stuff. A lot of the Hallmark movies are made in whatever that is. That Victoria, British? I don't know what it is over there. I apologize. anyways, whatever that is over there. I don't know that I ever will, but it's on my list. Everything's on my list. That's the problem. Okay. Am I painting this pink? Yes. No. I think I was going to paint this white too, wasn't I? Okay, wait. Our bunny's going to be brown. You know what? I think we're good just to paint this pink. Oh, how neat. There she is. There you go. Yes, you are always welcome on your business page. I mean, you know, you can come on either or, but I always say come on your business page and maybe someone will check you out and follow. That's her. You and Me Designs. Miss Dina, You and Me Designs. I've known, gosh, I've known a lot of people a long time because of Etsy. Isn't that funny? I have friends that I've known, gosh, probably since Facebook started because of Etsy. But I always say, come on your business page if you can remember. Sometimes I forget when I'm on other people's pages. And I always make sure that they say it's okay first, because some people don't want you on the business page. I don't care. Like, there's enough of everybody to go around. That's what I say. Okay. That's what I say. Spammy. You're not being spammy. Yes. Now if you come on here and you're like, "Hey guys, I'm having a sale." Everybody come over to my page right now because I'm doing a live. Then that's spammy. I always welcome business pages. Always. I'm very much a let's lift each other up and, you know, all that stuff. Very, very much so. But I understand what you're saying. That's kind of how I am. If I go on someone's page and they say yes, then, you know, then that's fine. But never. You've never went live, have you? Aw, thanks, Shay. It's because I believe. I mean, I do. I can't do wood cutouts for everybody. I mean, I could try, but then I would be, you know, Walmart. Veronica says Hallmark movies are set in Canada. Yes, most of them are. Yes, it's so, and like I said, I don't know if it's just like when I, like Virgin River, I love that one. Although this past season was a little risque. I'm like, okay, let's not. And I know it's a set, like Virgin River is a set, but when they do all the scenery and stuff, that's what I think it's Victoria or British Columbia, whatever's over on. Look at me pointing like I know that's west. Yeah, that is west. Yeah, whatever's over there. And I don't know if it's more foresty over there. I don't know anything about Canada. Yes, she does digital stuff, so she's scared. But she has a very successful business not being live. Okay, I think I'm done with the painting for now. Oh, I didn't even get any Mod Podge out. I guess I thought I was just gonna lick these and stick them on and they were gonna stick. Lord have mercy. Okay. Oh, here it is. Okay. I guess I do need this paper. All right, we are gonna Mod Podge some stuff. And guys, I will put this on my Shopify. It's something I made. Brown is what we're going to do the bunny, and then the green is what we're going to do for the little pieces of wood that go on that. So just some pretty florals. I crack you up. Well, thank you. And I don't even charge for it. You love to watch me paint. Thank you. Well, let me tell you, liking the primitive style or vintage or old looking helps, because mistakes or whatever can be hidden very easily with just a little stuff. Okay. So I just Mod Podged that, and I'm going to stick this on. And it's going to be very subtle, but you know, we're going to dirty it up, so that makes all the difference. I've tried not to dirty stuff up. You guys have probably seen that in the past, and I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do it. Can't. All right, that's just going to sit on there for a minute. Let's do the other one. I need more of this. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. Okay. Now I'm saying 32, 72 Wallaby Way. Sherman Wallaby Way. I need to probably put that movie on while I'm in here and watch it. I usually, when I'm crafting or I'm doing stuff, I'm either listening to gospel music or I'm watching other crafters just like y'all. Especially ones that have been on during the day or something like that, and I don't get to see them. Yes, get it all grungy. Get it all grungy. Okay, there's that one. And then we will do our bunny. The bunny is going to be a little bit harder to sand, but his ears are wide enough. I think we'll be okay. We're going to have to be okay because this is what I'm doing. And this is the brown one, and I hope it fits. I tried to measure. Oh, barely, but yes, it's going to fit. Yay. Woohoo. So what kind of things should I look at from the store tomorrow when I go? Yes, we love the grunge. That's usually when I'm watching my trainings. Yes, you did Danielle's the other day. I have not done her training yet. You guys, I hear one of those ladybug beetle thingies. In Arizona, we had red, cute ladybugs. Here in Indiana, we have orange Asian beetles that are very invasive and they bite, and I can hear it up in my light. I just killed one the other day. I'm like, oh, one day of sunshine. And they're like, hey. We didn't have those in Arizona. We had scorpions, but they hid. Scorpions, you didn't see them. And when you did, you were going to get stung. So, Indiana is a whole new world. So many bugs. And I hate bugs. And here I live in Indiana. Anywhere that's green has bugs. That's what I've learned. So we didn't have bugs in Arizona. Not very. We had la cucarachas. Big sewer roaches that were like this big. We don't have those here. Okay. Oh, can you guys hear that thing? I can hear it bouncing around in my light. Oh, you haven't watched her training yet. Oh, you did not see it the other day. Okay, I see. Yeah, I watched her first one, but not this one, but I will. Oh yeah, we didn't have stink bugs in Arizona. But I knew about them because I used to watch somebody on YouTube. I can't remember, The White Cottage. They're in Ohio. And she talked about stink bugs, and I was like, Hey. I love ladybugs, but they don't, here they're Asian beetles. Do you have the same thing, Veronica? Are they Asian beetles? They're awful. And then I heard, or I read, that when they are going, because they'll climb up your wall and go to the tippy top, and they're leaving, like, it's not pee, but it's their scent, so they can mate with the other ones. And I'm like, oh, that's nice. Again, another bug that Noah should have just said, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to be here with the flood. Scorpions, yes. You're in Ohio. It's no, I knew that. Her page is called, she has YouTube. They used to be Amish. Oh gosh, the white cottage. I can't remember. Anyways, yeah, scorpions. I've actually never seen a scorpion in my life living in Arizona ever, unless they were like at the zoo. But I've never seen one. But I know people that have got stung by them. And actually in Arizona, you can go outside at night with a black light because they glow. I mean, at least the Lord made them glow. And in Arizona, you have a lot of brick walls. Like here, it's all fences, but in Arizona, it's brick wall, and they're everywhere. And you just go out there with a torch gun or hairspray, kill them. But yep. But I've never actually seen one in real life in Arizona the whole time I lived there. They're scary, and they're nasty looking. And they like to hide until you startle them, and then that's when they pink. And I've heard that it is beyond, like, it hurts so bad. Okay, so there's the two little things that go on the board. And then we're gonna do our bunny. Now I'm gonna dry this a little because I gotta make sure it's dried. Yeah, scorpions are scary looking, but they do glow. So like I said, if you're in Arizona, you just take a black light outside when it's dark and go scorpion hunting. It's crazy. It's crazy all the different things the Lord made. What a creative mind, you know? And stuff we've never even seen. Like, I see some of the stuff that's like in the depths of like the ocean, and I'm like, so freaky, yes. Yeah, if you ever get a chance to go to Arizona, go to the zoo, you'll see them. You're just like, ugh. That's how I was. Every time I was like, can we skip the insects? They have like the hissing cockroaches. You guys probably have those at the zoo. I'm assuming, I don't know. They're so gross. Oh, okay. Somebody change the subject. Oh, you guys, I think this bunny is going to be super, super pretty. Super pretty. And I think today's the last day to use y'all's coupon for March. I should have looked, but I think today's the last day. But don't have a fear. In April, we will have another special. I don't want you guys to ever feel like, I gotta hurry and use my coupon. I don't want you guys, and I mean, technically for business you should, right? But that's why we do specials every month. I mean, they change, but we do. Creepy crawlies, yes. You never heard of a hissing cockroach? They're nasty. They're huge. Ugh. Look it up, Jay, when you're done. Yes, hissing cockroaches. The desert has many, many. I mean, I've seen a rattlesnake. Now, snakes don't bother me at all. And I know that's weird. And I've shared that with you guys before. John and I had a pet Burmese python. She was 8 feet long, 8 feet. And we named her Reba after the singer. And he found her on the side of the road. And she was somebody's pet. We kept her for a couple of years, and then we gave her to John's friend who belonged to the Herbological Society. and he used her in education and stuff. But she was the sweetest snake. I'm not afraid of snakes at all. Not at all. Grasshoppers, yes. You would be screaming. Well, the thing of it is, Veronica, you never see just one. So if you were out there with the black light in the desert, you would see 10, 15 of them because they're everywhere. That's why in Arizona, the rest stops are all brick, and they tell you if you stop at night to take a, if it's not an indoor one, but like some of those, they're like outdoor ones, they say to take a black light or just wait till you find a convenience store. So more storms this weekend. Yes, we're going to have more storms too. You don't like snakes or spiders. Spiders don't bother me. Snakes don't bother me. Crickets and frogs and grasshoppers. You guys know, if you're friends with me on Facebook, I think it's anything that hops like that. You hate reptiles or bugs? I don't like bugs. We had iguanas. I should post the pictures. We had iguanas when the kids were little. We had little iguana named Zeus, and we had a big iguana named Hercules. I actually have a picture of my oldest son when he was, so it was before Justin was born, so Damien was probably 3, and he's asleep in the bed, and the iguana's laying like right next to him on his belly asleep. Snow? Oh, Susie, you better keep that stuff over there. I'm done with snow, and I absolutely love it, but I'm done. Yes. I'll find the pictures, Veronica, and I'll post them. I even have the picture with the snake. I'm telling you guys, if we ever get land, John will bring everything home. The only thing that John does not like is chihuahuas. Seriously. And that's because every chihuahua he's ever come in contact with has bit him. I know. No more snow. Susie, you keep that over there. Don't be sending that back over here. All right, guys, I suggest if you get this kit, you get some small, if you want to do this, you get some small paper because that's a real small area right there. All right. Uno momento, por favor. Oh, you guys, I love this. Hold on. Let me do that part of the ear. Oh, I really like this bunny. Oh, I really do. If I don't say so myself. All right. Let's put this back on. Oh, I love that bunny. We're going to grunge him up too, so. Oh, that's pretty paper. I know. Veronica tried. She's trying to switch us back to weather, y'all. Last night we had thunderstorms, and I miss thunderstorms. We don't get them here as much like we did. Now, in Arizona, we didn't get a lot of rain, but when we got the thunderstorms, they were good. And here, we get a lot of rain, but we always don't get really good thunderstorms. And last night, it was a good one, and it wasn't like, bam! It was like, it was just, I don't know. It was so nice. I slept like a baby. I shouldn't even say that because babies don't always sleep good. I slept so good, y'all. I really believe that I could, if I lived somewhere that got thunderstorms all the time, like that, I would just sleep amazing. Amazing, amazing. Thanks, Tina. All right. Okay. Now, y'all know you can't tell my youngest that I did that. We don't tell Justin that I just throw stuff on the floor because he gets mad. He doesn't vacuum, but he says it's not good to be doing that. He's always giving me a lecture on something. I said, listen here, child. Okay. Although my kids are grown men, you guys. I still call them child. Isn't that... Everyone else have grown children? My kids are in their 30s. I don't even know who allowed that to happen. And today is my niece, Zoe. She's 18 today. I don't know who let that happen either. Thanks, Veronica. I don't know who allowed. I told her, Mom, how'd you let that happen? 18. Oh gosh. I remember when because my sister has a son, my nephew Xander, and then when she got pregnant again, I touched everything pink I could get my hands on because I wanted a niece. Now she's 18. She lives in Arizona, but she's my little crafty. Because my sister does not craft. My sister hikes. My sister does all that stuff. But I don't even know how she's 18. Oh, gosh. But she is. Okay. So I'm just going to come in with this is ground espresso. My camera is knocking against the wall. I've got to move that. I got to move my desk out. But so far, Facebook is letting me upload everything. It's letting me download it to my computer and then I upload it to YouTube. The only thing is it's just like this. I do not have software to cut it down and I don't know how to do it on YouTube. So if you go on there to rewatch this, it's fine. Just know that you're going to have to fast forward or you can sit and watch me. It's totally up to you. Isn't it funny when you're, yes, lectures. I know. Right. Yeah. Yeah, Justin's like, Mom, you shouldn't just scoop that onto the floor. And I'm like, well, here we are. Here's me scooping it onto the floor. He always says, you should get a trash can. I said I should. I should get me a rose gold. So I love rose gold stuff for my office in here. And I'm like, I should get a rose gold trash can. But I haven't. Okay. Oh, you guys, this is so pretty. And then I'm going to take this and just go over it so it's not like super, super white. I like when it prints white on the printer because then you don't use as much ink. And then you can come in, right, and use your little blendy tool or whatever you want to use. I know some of y'all use wax. And just highlight whatever areas you want darker. If that's what you want. If that's your style. And we're going to do the same with this. We're going to do a little bit darker. If you guys remember seeing me do that other live, if you sand this, okay, if you print it on rice paper and on the not smooth, so the rough side, and you sand this, it feels just like fabric. I don't know why, but it sure does. It's so strange. But it is. Okay. Oh, I forgot my glue too. Y'all, I just pretty much forgot everything. I was just so excited to get live and see you guys. Seriously. I don't know that people, if you don't go live, you may not know, but it's like, I gotta find my glue. Oh, it's so awesome. It's awesome to connect with people. I got some white paint right there, but you know what? We're not gonna fuss. We're not gonna fuss. Okay, I'm gonna glue these on, but I wanted to put a bow. a trash can. That's true. So I love Gooseberry Patch books. They're probably cookbooks. They're probably one of my favorites. I love the drawings in it, but I also like how simple the recipes are. And not that I cook a lot, but you know. Anyways, and so I'm gonna look for some of those too. Sometimes you get lucky and they have them. But guys, you could always turn these. You know, you could make them a little bit crooked if you didn't want to make them totally straight on there. But just like that. Okay. Now, this little bunny. Oh my gosh, this is so stinking cute. And then this guy does not have eyes. So it goes like this. But do I need to put a bow? I don't want to get fabric. Do I want to get fabric? You guys tell me. You guys tell me. I do have some flowers. Y'all know that. I mean, not flowers. Some leaf stuff. Greenery. Hold on. Got all my stuff falling over here. I don't want buffalo check, but I have my brown. What do you guys think? You're loving this? Thank you. Or something unique. This. That's true. Like an old wooden something, something. Old wooden barrel. All right. Hold, please. Hold, please. All right. I definitely want to put these on. So these are his big old cheeks. So this is the neck, right? So it's going to go up a little. Wait. I don't think there's a right or a wrong, but I will tell you this one kind of bends down more, and to me that looks more the way it should go. But it's your bunny, you do it how you want. Okay, hold on. Wait, do we put the nose this way? No, we put it this way. Thank you. Cheesecloth. I do have cheesecloth. Yes, I love Gooseberry Patch. And when I find them, if they're not too expensive, I grab them. And then I go through them and I think, oh, I should make something. And then I'm like, which I am cooking a little bit more now that I'm on this earlier schedule. Just if it's something simple, otherwise John does it. All right, definitely think we should do this. I don't like the pink. Thank you, Susie. Wouldn't it be neat to find one like that? I watch, if you guys know, her shop is down in Madison, Indiana. It's Beth with Old Time Marketplace. Every Thursday she goes thrifting, and I'm always like, because Southern Indiana has some really neat thrift shops. So, and one of these days I want to get my booty over to Holmes County in Ohio and go to some of them thrift shops. One of these days. We thought about going for our anniversary in April, but since we just went to Tennessee, we decided we weren't going to go anywhere for our anniversary this year. We'll probably just go eat or stare lovingly into each other's eyes. Or something like that. Something like that. All right, you guys know I usually do the loop-de-loop. But where do we want to put the bow? Do we want to just put it on the stomach? I'm going to do like the refab bow, just the messy bow. And these are way too big because I need it small. Okay, I'm just gonna cut a bunch and then I gotta get out my jute. Okay, there's that. And maybe we should tie it with this instead of the jute. It is, I so want to go. She does, it's Holmes, Holmes County. I know one of the cities there or towns is Berlin, and I can't remember the others off the top of my head. Walnut Creek, I think, is there. I think. But it's all big time, like Amish and all that stuff. There's so many places I want to go, and I just don't have enough PTO or the money. So I'm going to need both. But I'm always thankful because in Arizona, we don't have stuff like you. Nothing like this over there. So when we moved here, I was like, look at all these stores. Hubby was too, because John loves antiques just as much as I do, and junkin and stuff. And so does our youngest. So, you guys, oh, that's fine. I don't need to put jute, because I'm going to tie it with that. Millersburg, yes. Millersburg, yes. She goes to some places in Millersburg, and I want to go there. I'm sorry, my train has stalled because I'm trying to do something. I know y'all know the same thing. I was going to tie it with this, but I don't think I am now. I think I'm going to tie it with jute. Okay, where's my jute? Jute, 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 jute. Y'all, I gotta have John order some more jute. This is it. This is all I got. Yeah, if you guys are on Instagram, follow Beth at Old Time Marketplace. She's in Madison, Indiana. And she goes thrifting every Thursday. She's a sweetheart. I met her in person when we went. We went to Madison a couple years ago for our anniversary in August. Southern Indiana in August, not fun. And hot. And not Arizona hot, but hot. And we went to her shop and I was just like, oh my goodness. Her shop has antiques, but it also has, you know, stuff she buys, but she's nice. You go thrifting in Millersburg, you'll have to tell me what places you go to. Story of your life, but someday. Girl, you're gonna get there, I'm telling you. Okay. Now I'm gonna cut this. Hold please. As Miss Stephanie would say, hold please. I want this to be the bow on top. Hold please. Hold. I'm gonna leave that for right now. Okay, I need to cut this because I know I don't want it that big. Because this is just a little bitty bunny. Okay, good. Yeah, every time she goes to certain places there, I always write them down, or I put them in my notepad in my phone. I'm like, oh. Because when we were in Nashville, we went to one and it was so hoity-toity. First of all, I couldn't afford anything there. And it was like, it wasn't like, I like the junk. Like when I go through it, I want junk. I want old-timey junk. This did not have that. One booth had old-timey junk and it was so expensive. I would have had to have sold one of John's kidneys to get something. Seriously, it was so expensive. I was like, and people, hoity-toity people were in there. Nothing wrong with them. But, I mean, they had this picture and it was in an old frame. And it was a painting, an oil painting, I guess. It might have been a print of these 3 sheep. And it was so beautiful. It was $668. I was like, oh my goodness. And John's like, where did you bring us? I'm like, I do not know, but we have got to get out of here. Okay, guys. So here's the bow. I'm going to do it just a little bit smaller. And then you guys tell me where I'm supposed to put this. Because now that I've made it, we have to put it somewhere. Oh, I'm same with bows. Hold please, I know. I know. The bows, I'm telling you. I know. And then I watch, you know, Sarah from Booksy and Buttons, and I'm like, Lord, did you give her bow talent? Because I don't have it. But I'm okay with it. But hers are always just so pretty. Now, she fiddles with hers a lot more than I do. Okay. I was shown. So put it in the middle, or should I put it like off to the side, or should I put it down like this? See, that doesn't make sense to me. No. I think it's got to go in the middle. What do you guys think? Oh, I have greenery. Sarah does. She makes it look so easy. Yeah, it's very hoity-toity. Like I said, I don't mind hoity-toity, but I couldn't afford it. I think I'm going to put it right here, you guys. What do you think? What do you think about that? Your bows are amazing till you do it live, and then you're like, no. I hear ya. That's... Look at my glue, you guys. Susie's like, sure, lady, just put the bow on, would you? Just do it already. Stop fussing. My aunt used to always tell me that. Stop fussing. I'd be like, what? Now I know what she means. Yeah, I agree. And I'm not a fiddler. Let's get it done, and that's great. That's why I like quick crafts. It's probably why I stopped sewing, because as much as I liked it, it took forever. Okay, I gotta wiggle this on here until I get it where I want it. We're gonna wipe our glue off. Susie. I hear ya. I know. I always think Sarah should teach us how to make buttons, but I really think it's a gift, and I think it's just, and I'm not worried about perfection, so it's not that for me, but it's like, I don't know. And then she tucks stuff all in, and I'm going to tuck a little stuff in, but I don't got all that stuff. I've said stuff like 7 times right now. Like a bunny tail. Aw, that's true, huh? Bunny tail. And my bows are flat, but you know what? That's okay. Let me hold it up, because you guys get to see the overhead view. I think it's super cute. I do. I think it's cute. if y'all could lift my mom up in prayer. She's just not feeling well. I'm gonna call her tomorrow. It's late for me, and she was going somewhere with church. Her shoulder's been hurting her, so. Okay, I'm gonna leave that one over there. All right, now we are gonna tuck a little bit of greenery here and there to make it look like we knew what we were doing. And by we, I mean me and y'all. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do. I do think now that I have a little bit of greenery, I don't know where my other greenery is, but you know what? It doesn't matter because it's way too, it's too green for this. It's like a dark green. Now that I have greenery, I think it's so funny because I never thought about putting greenery until I saw other ladies doing it. And then I was like, and then I would see them do like that berry bush from, oh gosh, what's it called? Hobby Lobby. And by the time I liked it, Hobby Lobby was like, see ya, we're not making that anymore. And I'm like, no, I just found it. They didn't care. Yes. Yep. Thanks, guys. You need to get, I know. This one I got at Walmart. I think I told you guys. The last time I went into Walmart, which if y'all know anything about me, I do not like Walmart. And if you like Walmart, that's absolutely wonderful. I do not. It drives me bonkers when we go in there. And it's not very often. So it's just not the same. I don't know. It seems like after COVID, and they've gotten rid of so many of their craft stuff. And anyways, I gotta cut this one right here because it's bothering me. Okay, hold on. I don't know if I'm gonna put any on the bottom or not. I'm gonna look here. You couldn't find it at Walmart. Like I said, this one didn't have price tag, so I'm wondering if like it was something they were getting rid of. She had to like go into the computer and look and all that stuff. I glued that on, right? Yes, okay. Oh, yeah, I don't know. My mom's so funny, y'all. She pokes me sometimes too. I don't think she realizes that's what she's doing. I don't know, maybe. But she's so funny. She'll message me like a text message, and then she'll message me on Facebook on my regular page and then on my business page, and she gets confused where all the messages are. I'm like, Lord bless her, Lord. She was telling me last night, she's like, I messaged you, but I don't know where it went. I'm like, it's okay, Mom. It's A-okay. But I like this because you can just put like little snippets of green, right? You don't have to put these big honkin' pieces. I mean, unless you want to. There I go with that word honkin'. Big honkin' pieces. I don't know why. I don't know where I got that from. It's probably a swear word in some language. Okay, let me make sure that's glued down. And I think we're done. I was going to see if I wanted some on the bottom, but I don't think I do, y'all. What do you guys think? I think I like it just on top. This one's going to have, I'm going to have John drill holes. Because y'all know me and drills. Oh, I just see my vacuum back there. I'm sorry, squirrel. I'm going to have John drill holes and do wire on this one, so. You have a good night too, Susie. But there she is. This one's super sweet. Like I said, some of y'all like the simpler kits with not all the things. I like both of them. So, but I like how this one turned out. Like I said, I'm gonna have John drill a hole right here and put the wire, and this will be in my whatnot sale. So, oh goodness, Thank you, Dina. Thank you, thank you. All right, friends, I'm going to hop off of here. It's almost 9 o'clock, and you guys know what that means. Snoozeville for me. I hear thunder. I think it's thunder. Maybe we're getting more storms. Anyways, I love y'all. Thanks for spending your Friday night with me. I don't think I'll be live all weekend, but you know how that goes. I just might. Thank you so much, Jay. But y'all be blessed, and I will see you soon. Love y'all. I would do the hearts. Okay, I was trying to figure out how, because Susie's birthday was yesterday. I couldn't, there was a way that I could make fireworks, and now I can't remember. I'll look it up, and then next time I come live, we'll do the fireworks behind me. But thank you, Veronica. Thank you, friend. All right, I will see you guys later. Be blessed. Have a great weekend. Watching stories. I'll share whatever I get at the thrift store. And my table's too high. So, uno momento, por favor. Here we go. I'm getting slap happy. I know. It's right now I should be in bed watching Whatnot. Bye guys. Love y'all.